welcome back to my channel. So this might be kind of like a start and stop reading I'm feeling just because the energies are so changing and shifting right now. We're in the middle of this transition. We're actually in the middle of the death of the old masculine energy. It's going through a transformation. And so some of you may be going through this. You may be going into the new world. You may be exiting the matrix, leaving your old self and really starting to manifest your new life. But this is still rather rare. And so that is why also I feel like these energies are so kind of, they're a little bit veiled. And so you kind of have to, or at least for me, I kind of have to sit with them and meditate and kind of go into it and really try to decipher and digest what types of changes are actually happening, because they're so new. Like my mind does not understand it. And also, yeah, that's funny. I was looking down at the deck right now. I've been shuffling, and underneath the deck was the coyote and the lower world, and also taming the wind. And so, and behind there, Andy and Cross. So I do feel like there are also a lot of these like trickster spirits roaming about. There's a lot of the underworld is being kind of released. And so if you're going through this shift right now, you are going to be kind of presented with all of these hidden trickster spirit energies. They may come into your life. They are here to test you. They're here to test you, to see if you really are the authority that you in a sense claim to be, if you're choosing to move into this new world and new light is actually what I'm hearing. And so that is why I'm feeling this start and stop. Like this is not about, we're not able to be in a flow yet if we're in this new energy, if we're moving into these new timelines, because it's all kind of very chaotic, and it's like we have to kind of make some kind of order of it. We have to build our mind. That's what I'm feeling. We have to build our mind. So let's start to pull some cards here to see what are the messages for this reading. Oh gosh, now that I started this reading, I also got like an intense headache suddenly. Yeah, so it feels like there might be a lot of changes to like the upper levels, like the crown. For some of you also like the third eye. And I'm getting that message with the raven and the crow again, that you're moving from being gray, like you're moving from being this kind of gray feminine energy into being a queen. For some of you, that's what's happening. For some of you, it's like if you're a more masculine leading energy, it may be that you are kind of stepping away from this gray feminine energy in your lives, and you're moving towards someone that their crown chakra is open. They're like a queen, they're not trying to control because they can see everything. That I feel like that is the change that happens when kind of like the feminine energy steps into being a queen and moves away from like gray, only relying on the third eye, and really just becoming kind of like this lighthouse in a way. One of the main things that I see is that she will see everything. Like there is no hiding nothing from someone like that. They will see right through you. It's like you will feel always naked in front of them. And so only specific types of masculine energies can handle that at this point in time. That is not possible for everyone, because a lot of people, they don't want to see their shadow. They don't want to feel undressed. They have too much to hide for themselves even. And so, yeah, that's also something coming through here that... Wow, okay, so let's see. Underneath the deck was the fire. and the giveaway and the lightning. So I'm feeling a lot of awakening energy with this. Yeah, and the wild woman behind there. So this is particularly for the feminine energies right now. Like your crown chakra might really be opening up, and you're starting to see everything. And I also feel like if this is you, then it's like your dark feminine energy. It's like she is a raven. That's what I'm feeling now. And it's almost like she's going to veil you so that only like your crown is going to be visible. It's almost like that. Like she's veiling you. She's protecting you. She's like wrapping you in this black veil so that only your crown is going to light out into the night. That's what I'm feeling. You're turning into the star. It's like you're turning into the star. People, it's weird this, because it's almost like people in this state, it's impossible to read their energy actually, because they are nothing. They are nothing and everything. You know, it's like they're not holding, again, they're not controlling, they're not holding on to everything. And so it's like their energy will read as nothing and everything. It's just a light. It's just this awareness that is there. Wow, that is pretty special. So, okay, I'm hearing it's the new template of the feminine and the rising sun. So this is the new leader, actually, I feel, of the new earth. It's that spirit, the fully enlightened feminine spirit. And so, of course, both men and women will be holding this. You know, it doesn't matter about the gender. But I'm hearing, but you cannot be that confused about it either. It's like you cannot be very confused about yourself and your own orientation if you're going to hold such a light. You have to be at peace with yourself, at home with yourself. I'm also hearing this energy is not about the drama. So let's see what cards came out. It's like 2 piles. So let's look at the, completion and many paths. So it's like wrapping up one cycle, and then there's a lot of other paths opening up. And then the other ones. Jaguar, Middle World, and the Rainmaker. I feel like this is actually about making money. It's about making money by creating new vibrations in people. And so that, I feel, it's actually going to be a very abundant path if you can get onto this. It's almost as if, but again, I'm feeling that this is a path where you're not meant to necessarily show your face. Like you're meant to be veiled. So you might not want to show your face with this path, but it's really about giving people feelings, experiences that will make them more abundant. So I feel like this is not coming through with words. It's not speaking about things necessarily, or it can be, but I'm hearing more like poetry. So this is a more like, this I feel is something that's coming in, like a way of making money that's becoming more potent right now, actually. And it's using that raven energy to kind of go underground and to look at the root system and figure out what is it that my collective needs right now. Like, how can I tend to them? How can I feed them? What vibrations, what feelings can I feed them? And then it's kind of sharing that, you know, with the middle world here. It's sharing it, but it's, I almost feel like it's almost like you're not meant to show like your full range. Again, this does not feel like something that you're meant to create identity from. It's not like a face. It's not like face value. It's not like accessorizing the ego. It's meant to be more veiled and hidden. That's what I'm feeling. And oh yeah, I'm getting, because most people at this point in time, they cannot learn from the feminine. That's what I'm hearing. most people is like their big man egos cannot handle learning from a feminine energy. It just makes them angry because it's like they feel too vulnerable, because they feel as if they're pushed even further down on the hierarchy. It's like, wow, even women are kind of passing me in the hierarchy. That's how I'm feeling, that these people are they're viewing everything as a competition. It's about winning. A lot of people are still in that energy of duality, like unconsciously, to where they feel so insecure if people are passing them, because they feel as if it's like they're losing. But I feel if you resonate with that, try to connect more to the highest good of all. Like, try to connect more to the blue light. Try to connect more to your own soul. Because it's going to help you to find more peace. And for some of you, I'm also feeling Jesus here. That for some of you, that if you're really feeling vulnerable and fearful and scared, I'm feeling Jesus, because it's like that is a masculine energy that can kind of help you to tame that dark feminine force a little bit, if you feel as if you are not able to, if you feel as if the shadows are taking over, or if there are too many dark energies around you, like, and you're not able to master it. It freaks you out. It makes you kind of like loopy and crazy. Then that energy of the blue light, or Jesus, Christ consciousness, can help. That's what I'm getting. So let's pull some tarot cards as well. So I feel like we're moving into a time where it's all about balance. Like, it's a South Node in Libra as well. It's all about balance. It's all about being nothing and everything at once. So embracing both the light and the shadow. It's really overcoming duality. And so it's not about like right and wrong. What is right and wrong anymore? In terms of like, is religion right? Is it wrong? Is it, that old way of thinking where we just associate with our group? It's more just about like making use of whatever to create balance. It's like seeing it as a palette. Like, all of the energies that exist are our potentials, and we can make use of them. And so it's not about judging our potentials. It's just about seeing, understanding, when do I need this flavor? When do I need this flavor? And so it's just about creating that balance. That's what I'm feeling. And underneath the deck now was the Queen of Wands. And the 8 of Wands coming out here. Page of Swords. So I feel for some of you, this is movement happening now. Movement. My voice is just going in and out. What is that about? I almost feel like that blue light is kind of still going in and out. It's almost like it's blinking. And so I would say, actually, that is a little bit of a warning. It's a test, yeah. That's what it is. It is the test. These are like I said, the underworld, the lower world, the energies that they don't care about the highest good of all. They just want to fuck with whatever they can fuck with. These types of energies. It's not about, like, if they end up destroying life on Earth, it's just a whoopsie, it's just like, whoa, I could do that. Wow. It's these types of energies, these types of dark, twisted energies. They don't respect any kind of hierarchy or anything. It's just, everything is just a game. Nothing is sacred to them. And so these energies are the energies that could potentially kind of end the world. And they are energies that can be used to liberate. They can be used to break down a very rigid and gray structure. So it's not like they don't have a purpose. They have a purpose. but it's almost like to be able to make use of these types of like blackened energies, very dark spirits. The blue light is the must. The blue light is the must. And that is kind of like the throat. That is kind of like your voice, you know, what you stand for. And so I'm feeling that right now we're in a time where it's almost as if we're feeling very in our connection, in our alignment, and we're feeling very fearless sometimes, but then suddenly we lose that connection and the dark energies kind of fuck with us a bit again. And it's like the dark energies are more powerful than our light for a moment, but then we come back into it again. That's what I'm feeling. And so again, that's why I'm getting this stop and start energy. But with the 8 of Wands here, and like this Page of Swords feels just like so aligned. And the pages, they're all representing the element of earth. So to me, it feels like anchoring in that alignment, like anchoring in the alignment of the heart, like into the earth. And with the 8 of Wands there, it feels like that leading to, again, this feels like alignment, everything within you moving in the same direction. There's no war anymore. It's a state of peace. You're constantly feeling peace. You're constantly feeling lit up. You're seeing everything coming. There's no surprises. It's like, I feel for some of you, you're about to move into this very, very special consciousness, like very, very special experience that you probably have never experienced before. And it's going to change the world, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what came out. 10 of Swords. And the 9 of Wands. Ace of Coins. But it's something about money, because here is also the 10 of Coins. There's something about money. It has to do with value. And it has to do with that old masculine energy that is dying right now. It's like the old way of making money. It's like it was done by kind of like trickery, I'm feeling. Like now it feels like the old way of making money. It's done by, it's like separating people from their own light. In a sense, making them dumber and then offering the things that they're missing. So it's void of the blue light. There's no truth in it. It's not for the highest good of all. It's just based on greed. It's like the vampiric spirit. It's just like someone just wants to suck the life force. And so that is what is dying now for those of you that are in this space. You're letting go of that. But with that, there is also a lot of fear that is coming from this energy of the gray feminine. You know, this is the one that tries to control everything. And being gray, it's like she has the ability to actually create union between the black and the white. And so the gray feminine has been a very powerful energy in the old matrix. She's been able to create peace. And I feel like Europe has a lot of this energy. Also, certain parts of Asia, definitely. Gray is like gray. This gray energy is going to be very fearful of the old masculine energy of greed dying, because it's almost like then she has no one to guide anymore. She loses her purpose. She loses her purpose. It's the end of her. It's the end of the gray. But when the gray ends, that's when the golden starts to rise. That's what I'm feeling. And so we might be going into some kind of, I don't know if this is going to manifest collectively, because it's still just a few people going through this, I feel. But there's some kind of collective dark night of the soul event, particularly related to that old masculine archetype, kind of the greedy vampire, and that feminine gray energy that has been trying to kind of create peace and have been trying to kind of guide the greedy masculine energies and kind of slow them down, like slow them down, hold them back. Anything else? Ace of Swords coming through. Four of Coins. I definitely feel like for some of you though, you're starting to become more self-assured. I feel like for some of you, the way that this may manifest is that you're just starting to separate more from the thoughts, you know, the subconscious thoughts, the mass think of the matrix. So you're no longer hearing people's thoughts in the same way that you used to, like in your subconscious. And so whether or not you're in either way, you know, for some of you, you're very aware of this, that you hear it as if you're hearing almost like voices in your head. For others of you, you may not have that mass think so close to your consciousness. Either way, this is going to feel like a time then when you're not going to feel so afraid anymore. You're just going to be much more like, with the Ace of Swords, it's like you're just going to reject, separate. It's like you're more like, get out of my space. Get out of my space. With the Four of Coins, leave my space, leave my path. I don't want you in my life. Get out. I'm feeling that for some of you that you're moving into this energy of like, I really don't care now about, in a sense, helping people that aren't at the place where they're able to be an authority within themselves. You know, people that are still running. I'm not here for it. That's not my task at this point in time. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. And this creates a lot of clarity for you. It creates a lot of clarity for you. And I feel like it's really going to help your money. It's really going to help you to see the path that you can take to bring in more financial abundance while still being free. There's also this like feeling of stepping out of that energy of kind of like, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords there. It fell out of the deck, and behind there was also the Eight of Coins. So there's this feeling of like, maybe in the past you've kind of been like just running away from confrontation in the subconscious. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like in the Hermit slid out there. So it's like you've been running away from confrontation within your own subconscious. It's like you've been letting energies, dark energies, live within your space, because it's almost like you kind of felt sorry for them. That's what I'm feeling for some of you, actually. That you kind of felt sorry for them. You were like, oh, they don't know how to make it on their own. Like they don't know how to make it on their own. They don't have their own life force, kind of. So we kind of felt sorry for them. But now I feel like you're not willing to play it like that anymore. You're taking ownership of your own space. And that's when I feel like this raven spirit just starting to veil you, so that, and you starting to lose any desire to control. Because it's like when you step into that, when the blue light comes in, and you start to see truth within everything, like you see, you just understand things. It just clicks, and you just see, these are my timelines, these are not my timelines. There's no confusion anymore. When that happens, it's almost as if the gray energy just exits. It just leaves. You don't have the need to control anymore, because you're protected. You feel it like deeply within your being, deeply within your cells, with the Page of Swords there. And so I feel like there's no need to like rush or control or try to control outcomes. You're just gonna come to rest. That's what I'm feeling. You're just gonna come to rest, into this state of peace. And when that happens, it's almost as if the blue light is gonna sink all the way into like the baseline, into the underworld, where all of these shadow energies are, and they are going to start to feed off of this blue light. And when they do, it's almost as if they start to live by divine order again. You know, it's like they start to just take direction from the blue light. And so that's why they start to kind of like protect you and veil you, and you can just surrender and just follow your guidance. It seems so simple. And then there was also some cards falling down here. Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. And then underneath the deck now is the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, this is like, I'm hearing reconciliation for some of you. That there is this, and again, I'm hearing beginning of a relationship. Shadow energy is disappearing. Trickster energy is disappearing. And it's almost like everything just becomes so clear. So a lot of things happening at once. Money, love for some. But yeah, definitely positive changes if you're on this path. Super cool. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.